We play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew and Josh here again from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another game of Armageddon. This is game number 7, and the reason that we're playing against each other again is because apparently they had to do a rescue mission, Steve and Quirk, so they had to play back-to-back, just like what happened with me and Quirk. Because if you don't rescue your guy, then you lose him, and your opponent gets 100 extra credits to spend. So don't want that to happen. So you get to watch us fight again. Different table, different scenario. We're going to be playing the raid, which is a really interesting scenario where one side is sentries, where you don't actually have control over them until the alarm is sounded, which we'll go over all those rules as we play it. So it's going to be the Skitarii against the Genestealer Cult again, but some upgrades. Some of my guys are missing, but other ones that were missing last time are back. Let's take a look. So here's the kill team that I am bringing. Unfortunately, one of my specialists... Oh, I brought the wrong specialist. I need my heavy guy. Okay, so that's going to be a heavy stubber because I actually switched out the weapons as one of the other heavy stubber guys. Or the guy with the flamer got +1 ballistic skill, and so he swapped his flamer with the heavy stubber, so that'll be different. And the other one has frenzy, so that's awesome. And so basically, if I don't pass a leadership check, he won't be able to fire. But then he'll want to charge something, but he's not very good at that because he's encumbered with a heavy weapon. So I don't want him to charge, so he's just going to be basically making frenzy checks each time and hoping to not go nuts. Although in this mission it'll be a little interesting because if he's a sentry, we don't even think about sentry. Or frenzy, we just kind of move him around because he hasn't been engaged in combat yet, so he doesn't go all frothy mouthed. And we've got some changes here. We've got my medic I swapped out to have an auto gun, and the medic will be the one wearing the yellow coat because he'll be hiding, so he's yellow. And then we got a guy that's slippery, so he's got the green coat because slippery's like boogers. And then we got a guy that has hatred. He's the one with the red thing on his head because that makes him a redhead. I don't know why that would matter. And then we got some other guys with hatred too. And like I said, +1 ballistic skill on him. I added, instead of adding guys, I added up equipment. So I gave everybody, except the guy with the flamer, photo visors. And so that gets them -1 cover saves to their opponents. They seem kind of too available, to be honest. I don't like that. I think that they should be not available to troopers and stuff. But still, they all have photo visors. And then I gave the guys in close combat, the other one's out for a game, actual chainsword. So that is actually a chainsword now, which I believe is strength 4 -2 to save, but it is very noisy, which will be important in this mission because it won't be these silent knives. And I think that's all I did. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, and then I gave all my guys with the auto guns, except for the medic, I gave them all an extra knife. So they'll all have an extra attack in close combat. And I'm bringing a Genestealer again, paying that extra Prometheum, just because he's awesome and I want to.
Over on my side here, it's basically the exact same as last time. I went ahead and spent a Prometheum cash to bring a Ruststalker again. And just for fun, let's do the pair of blades on him instead of the cord claw. And then moving down the line, the only new addition, so I still got my sniper.
And he got crack shot last time.
He did get crack shot.
So he has to reroll injury checks on the enemies that he shoots. Which
is kind of nice with a high impact weapon.
Yes, definitely.
I've got my 2 galvanic rifle, Skitarii Rangers. Next to them, I've got one of the newly promoted Fresh Forged.
So he's now a regular ranger.
Now he's just a regular ranger with a radium carbine. And then I've got the 2 other scrubs that, if they can last this mission, are going to upgrade. And then I added 1 more new one, because they're 100 points even.
Yeah. And then you got your leader, who did not upgrade.
Didn't upgrade at all, no.
Awesome. We are going to be doing the raid, as I said. This one is a very, very weird mission, so prepare for it to just be weird. We're going to roll off to see who's the attacker and defender. Now, do you want to roll off so you can choose, or do you just want to roll off to see who's what?
I would like to pretend that I was paying enough attention when you explained the whole mission, but we're going to roll off randomly.
Okay, so we're not going to both roll off and then the winner chooses.
No.
So 4+, I am the attacker. Okay, I am the defender. So basically, I have sentries, and we're going to randomly determine how many I have, and then the rest will be in reserve. The defender only gets D6 of their kill team, and the rest are in reserves. But the Genestealer Cult have a special rule that they get +2. Just like orcs, basically. Or you double this number for orcs, but in my case, I just add 2. So, 7. Well, that'll be most of them. And for the Skitarii, they roll a d6, and they either get 4, 5, or 6 fighters. So you're basically getting d3 plus 3 fighters. Think of it that way. Okay, 6. But that's all you can bring. I can actually have reserves, but you can only bring 6 of yours. As a defender, I place this. This is the entrance to the bunker I am trying to protect. It's full of all sorts of promethium. And I place it on anywhere on the ground floor. Now, the attacker is going to come in from a random table edge, so I got to be careful. This thing counts as having 3 wounds and toughness 6. And the attacker needs to destroy it and then get all their guys off of their edge. Now, for bottle tests, the defender, myself, does not have to take bottle tests. But once I lose 50%, I can choose to bottle out. And the attacker does not have to take bottle tests until they lose at least 50% of their force, after which they have to take bottle test as normal. So I'm going to stick it right in there just to make it so it's not way out in the open, force them to come around towards it. It also looks like an actual entrance to something important. So it's a cellar of this big building right here. That's where I store all my ammo and cash and bottles of promethium that I like to drink. Next, I take my 7 guys who are coming in and I place them anywhere on the table, at least 8 inches away from the edge, but we're going to say 12 inches because we like to make the table feel smaller. I'm going to deploy the 2 guys with heavy stubbers there, and because they're near the entrance, I feel thematically it's okay for me to deploy them hiding. My team can deploy hiding, but I don't feel it's right for the sentries to be deployed hiding. Not because it's against the rules, but because it just doesn't make sense. They're just wandering around. They wouldn't be hiding. But these 2 guys are near the entrance. They might just be left on guard duty to hide. So they'll be hiding. And then I just got guys here. There's my leader. And another one right here. Another one at the ground level. Another one there. It really matters where they are because they're the ones that are going to possibly spot the enemy, as you will see as we play. Josh then rolls for a random table edge. So let me go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So this table edge and deploys all his guys within 12 inches. So you've decided, screw it with the stealth.
This is as stealthy as Skitarii gets.
Yeah, so he's going to deploy here. At the start of the turn, basically what happens is I roll a d6. I'm going to explain it because now they're not going to see how the mechanics work.
I said it was okay.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Basically, at the start of each player's turn, you roll a d6. Each guy can see their initiative value times that d6 roll. So if I roll a 3, for example, each of them could see 12 inches away because their initiative is 4. But they can only see in their front arc. And anybody they spot, if they're in partial cover, you see them on a 4+. If they're in full cover, you see them on a 6+. If they're out in the open, you see them automatically. And if you see any of them, the alarm is sounded. So essentially what's going to happen in his first turn is unless I roll really low on my initiative, he's going to see him out in the open. Because he's in cover. When you look from his point of view, he's in partial cover. But he's out in the open. So if I roll enough to see him, then the alarm's going to be sounded. Otherwise, you actually will have because you have to think of it this way. If you want to charge him, his weapon skill will be halved if the alarm is not sounded. So for a close combat army, you definitely would want to do more sneaking. But it looks like Josh has already set up his guys in such a way that his alpha strike will be pretty nasty on the first turn. So let's see how far I can see. Okay! You're going to get the alpha strike with my weapon skill halved. Nice. Unless you started within 4 inches of him, which you did not, because they actually automatically see anybody within 4 inches.
Yeah.
So straight into your turn.
He's going to charge.
Rawr. And I'll be half weapon skill, so I'll be dead.
He will charge as well.
Yeah, but so he's dead.
Here, I'm just going to go ahead and wander up a little bit.
So that does sound the alarm, but if you sound the alarm mid-turn, you still count all the benefits until the end of that turn, so I'll still be half weapon skill for everybody. Shooting phase. You want to fire at the guy right in front of you?
Indeed, sir.
So that's not a ranger though, is it?
That is a ranger now.
So he's upgraded, so he's going to hit on 2s then, because 3's normally, and then you're in the +1 range. You're just going to pop off my kill team first turn. 2s to hit. All right, you got him, and then you wound him on 3s. And then roll the injury check. He's out of action. Look at that. I see how this mission's going to go.
Next, we're going to have this ranger put a shot over into the heavy stubber.
Yeah. Out in the open, so that hidden doesn't matter. Red dot, and you're in your +1 range, so 2s to hit. And then strength 4.
Strength 4.
So 3s to wound. Oh, no wound. Still pinned, though.
Now we're going to have the Skitarii ranger with the sniper take a shot over into the guy standing looking the other way.
Partial cover, but you got a photovisor, right?
I got the photovisor, yeah.
And you got a +1 to hit at this range.
I cheated you last game. I don't get the +1 for that range, even though I missed last game, so it didn't actually come up.
Oh.
So I'm just going to be hitting you on 3s.
Oh, okay. You don't have a red dot?
I don't have a red dot on him yet, no.
Oh, okay, so 3+.
I thought I did, but I didn't.
3+. You rolled a 1 anyways. And there it is. See if I fall, initiative 4. I'm fine. Except I'm not fine. 2s to wound, no armor save. And then you do the injury check because you get to re-roll it.
And
you don't
D3
like
damage, I believe, on him.
D3 damage from this guy?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, last game you forgot the D3 damage too. So D3 damage, so 2. Injury checks.
Take you out on 5s and 6s here.
Got him. Oh, wow. Well then. And next this one into my leader, who's in full cover, but you got a photovisor. And you got a red dot on him?
Photovisor, red dot, and good range for him.
Oh, geez, so it's a 2+. Dang it. Not near enough to fall. 3's to wound. And you got a red dot, so I get to 6 up invuln. Nope. 3's to wound. Oh no, you're already wounded, so this is the injury check.
Yes.
Jeez! Out of action. Ah! On to close combat. Ah! So you've got 3 attacks?
Yeah, 2 base and then the 2 weapons.
2 weapons, okay, so you've got 3 attacks, then go ahead and roll them. And what's your weapon skill? Oh, a fumble.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
What's your weapon skill?
My weapon skill is 3.
Okay, mine's only 2 because you surprised me, but I do have an extra weapon because I have 2 knives. Nice. So I've got 4 against your... Actually, I've got a 5 because of your fumble.
Yep.
But we'll put you up to 3 because your weapon skill is 1 higher than me.
Indeed.
And you charged. But other than that, I beat you. Yeah. And I'm strength 3, you're toughness 4, or 3, so 4 is to wound. That's a wound. No AP modifier though. So you got a 4-up armor save.
Indeed I do.
Not saved.
Uh-oh.
Serious injury is...
2 wounds.
Oh, you got 2 wounds. But you did lose combat, and you're within an inch of the side, so you may fall off. What's this initiative?
Initiative 5.
Fall. Roll 6. Yeah! Oh, he fell! Oh, the dice gods have favored me today.
Uh-oh.
So that's a 7-inch drop, which means I wound him on a 2, and then it's D6 wounds, high impact. Ah! Yes!
Oh, no.
No armor on strength 7 against your guy, right?
No.
No invulns on him. D6 wounds. Oh, no!
Please stop.
Any 5 pluses, he's gone.
I saw it.
No! And he falls, and he's out of action. Nice! That was awesome. Now your Rust Stalker gets this other guy. Now the Rust Stalker should do better, unless he rolls lots of ones.
That guy should have done fine too.
I know! You got 4 attacks on him, weapon skill 4, and you charged. So go ahead, roll.
No, it should only be 3 attacks. 2 attack space.
Oh, okay.
And then the pair
I
of
thought you
weapons.
said you had 4 attacks.
No.
So... Oh no! 2-1! Sorry. I got 2 attacks. Double 6, man. Double 6. Okay. So you've got the charge, so that 4 becomes a 5. But mine becomes a 5 because of the fumbles.
Yep.
And I think that's it, though. And I think your initiative is higher than mine. Mine is 4. What's yours?
I'm initiative 4 on him.
Oh, so it's just a tie. So you didn't kill him. Wow. Wow. Okay. So you shot down my guys, but you can't kill them in close combat, apparently. On to my turn. I'm going to test to recover from pinning early, because I have a buddy within 2 inches. Oh, that's a 3. So he just stands up right where he was.
Uh-oh.
Aha!
Ruh-roh.
And I get to take my reserves and group them up into whatever number of groups I want in any size. But when I choose one group to come in, and I have to roll a d6 equal to or greater than the number of people in that group. So I could put these both together so they both come on, but then I have to roll 2+. Or I can split them up into 2 groups and have them each come in automatically, but only 1 per turn. So they're going to be split up in 2 groups,
yep.
And the Genestealer will come in automatically this turn. Come on. So now I roll for which table edge? It's 1, 2, and then 3+ is way over there. You're hoping for a 3+.
I'm hoping for the 3+.
I'm hoping for a 1. A 3+. So he's going to run 18 inches up to here. Just realized we never rolled in Hunt for the Prometheum Sprawl table, which is, you know, that can really change the mission. But now that we're this far into it, we're just going to leave it the way it is. This awesome MVP, he's slippery. He actually has a slippery rule. Oh, I know, he's the hatred one. No, never mind. He's going to step back to here. He'll still be within 12 inches of this guy. He'll be in full cover. I know you got photovisors. Does he have a photovisor?
He's got a photovisor.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
he'll still at least be a -1. Maybe that'll... You know what? Forget it. He's moving up 4. I can't charge. I was 8.5 inches away. Otherwise, I would have charged, because this guy's obviously a master martial artist. This heavy stubber wielding guy will run to get to here and just get in full cover. We'll start with an auto gun shot in the short range, so +1, so hitting on 3s. Got him. He has a harness, so he doesn't have to test a fall. 4 is to wound. Oh, it's a wound. No AP, no save modifier.
4 up save.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Injury check. And he's down. So he is down. Next, I'm going to shoot with my heavy stubber with sustained fire at, you know what? they're both out in the open, so I'm gonna go. They're unfortunately, I just checked it. They're 4.5 inches apart from each other. Otherwise, I'd totally gun them down both. Well, actually, I don't have a choice. I have
Yeah, you got to shoot the guy in front.
I was about to say I'll shoot the better one at the back, but I got to shoot. They're both the same modifiers, so I'll shoot the guy in front. 2d3 shots. Oh, just 2. No modifiers, so hitting on 4s. That's a hit. Wounds you on a 3. Nope, but you're still pinned. He's pinned. I still have to shoot at him though. 4 to hit, and 3 to wound. That's a wound.
-1 to my armor, so that puts me at a 5-up save.
What do you got? I can't see.
That's
it.
a 3.
That's a 3, so we got a serious injury roll, which is down. And that's enough for a bottle test.
Uh-oh.
And now we got this close combat. I don't know if I can do that a second turn in a row. So you got your 3 attacks again. You don't get the bonus +1 for charging. And my weapon skill's up to 3 now instead of 2. So go ahead, you roll your 3 shots first. Oh, there's the 6. Ah, that's too bad. So you're gonna win this fight no matter what. Unless I roll double 6, in which case it's a tie. Nope, that really sucks. So that means your weapon skill's 1 higher than me, so you beat me by 5.
These will be wounding you on 3s, plus I get a reroll on this.
Reroll those 2. Technically the 6s are -4 save, but they're all -1, so I don't get any saves to any of these. So you got 4 wounds.
Rolling the serious injury now to see what you get.
Oh, you didn't take me out. 4 downs. Which takes you out in close combat. So you can do your 2-inch follow-up.
I will bring him back right over this way.
Beginning of your turn, you've got 1 guy out and 2 guys down. That's 50%. And in this mission, you do bottle test at 50% for the attacker.
Yes.
So you have a leadership 8 because your leader's gone, so your highest leadership is 8. And oh, game on!
Well, we're going to start Overwatch here. So he'll be able to kind of cover...
So this is the way you want to face them? Because you can pivot him.
Let's say the pivot...
We're going to obviously use the barrel as the frontage.
Looking...
like that.
That away.
Got it. So you're changing your mind?
Yeah, realizing that he's blocking the way for him. I'm not going to go in Overwatch.
With these big fat bases?
He instead is going to just go down here.
All right.
Now we're going to run this guy.
I told Josh that he could just jump, but for some reason he didn't want to have to roll a 4+, or fall 8 inches, I think it would be. Come on, man, where's the fun in that?
Would I be able to charge if I did that, I wonder?
Sure. Doesn't say you can't.
We'll measure the distance, see if I get close enough to him then.
Yeah. So you gonna do it?
Why not?
Okay, it's a 4-inch
So
jump.
basically he's going this way, 4-inch jump, and he'll be able to make it.
Yeah, it would have been a shorter jump if that guy wasn't in the way, but you know.
Well, does he get to...
He
No,
can he can move 2 inches, but I don't know if that'll help you at all. Because he's got such a big fat base.
That's true.
It's just a 4-inch jump, man.
This way.
Just roll 4+.
I'm trying to figure out a way to... I can roll a 3+ maybe.
You can always just not charge him and not worry about an auto gun.
No, I'll charge you.
Charge. Jump. 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 It's too bad this guy wasn't like an inch further because I checked. He would almost land on him. 4+! 4+!
Ah!
Oh! Woo! That's an 8-inch drop. Oh no. It's down there. Wasn't that fun? 2's to wound. Okay, and he gets D6 wounds, high impact. That's 5. Sorry, you have a 6-up invuln, so we should have taken that first. Nope. Okay, so we got 5 high impact wounds. He's out. Oh, I'm sorry, I actually thought he would make it. Or at least it would be entertaining. You entertained our viewers, right? Comment if you agree. Or if you think I suckered him into it. So now you're going to shoot my heavy stubber, the one that's still out in the open?
The one that's out in the open.
Yeah, because you can see both of them, but obviously the one that's out in the open is easier to hit. Is it still 2 to hit?
Still 2 to hit, yeah.
Because you're +1?
+1 and I got the red dot.
Right, so you're like a 1 to hit there.
Yeah. You said it.
So one's an automatic failure. It was almost a stray shot, but this guy is an inch away from that line, not half an inch. So your recovery phase, test to see what happens to that down fighter. He's out of action. And test what happens to this down fighter. Oh, Josh! I'm so confused. So that was the end of your turn. Oh, what are you doing there? You were up there. We were describing stuff to Steve and Quirk when they came in, and I moved guys around. So my turn, this guy's going to come in automatically. He's my medic, and he's going to come in my table edge. You know, I want to keep him alive, so he's just going to stay here for the rest of the game, because I need medics. This guy is 8.5 inches away, again, so he's just going to move up 4. Genestealer's going to run 18 inches. I'm going to be You know what? I'll give him a little bit of cover from that guy, just in case I don't pin your other guy on the ground. Shooting phase. Both my heavy stubber guys are going to unload on your ranger down here, who's out in the open to them. Start with the one with +1 ballistic skill. 2d3 shots. No, just 2 shots, hitting on 3s. The first one hits and wounds on a 3. That's a wound at -1 armor.
-1 armor puts him to a 5-up save.
And injury, he's down. Second shot hits on a 3, wounds on a 3, and you got a -1 armor, so 5+. Okay, and another injury, still down. Other heavy stubber is going to fire 4 times. So one at a time, because I could run out of ammo with any of these. 4 is to hit. No. Yes, wounded on a 3, that's a wound.
5-up armor.
Okay, come on, let's see if I can get a 6 here. Nope, still down. 2 more shots. Hitting on a 4, nope, and hitting on a 4, yes, wounded on a 3, no, okay. Photo visor wielding auto gun guy will fire at to your ranger. So I'm hitting you on a 3 because I'm at +1 range, and I don't care about your partial cover because I have my photo visor. Oh, straight shot, doesn't matter, nothing's in the way. So back to your turn. So you have a bottle test you have to do. Do you want to auto bottle?
I will auto bottle.
Oh, okay, I figured you would. You'd have one last chance to shoot at this guy. No.
It's a -1 at that range.
There's a -1 at that range. But you got a photo visor at least, right?
Yeah, he's got a photo visor, but no.
No, okay, so let's see if that down guy is actually still down. 4+, he recovers. Nope, so he's out of action as well. So I won that game, and I gained D3 Promethium. 3 Promethium, awesome. And you lost, you still gained a Promethium, but now we have all these guys went out of action. So even though you lost, you still took 4 of my guys out of action, all on the first turn.
Yes.
That was, actually, yeah, that was all on the first turn. After that, you stopped doing any damage. No.
Oh, technically one was in the second turn.
Yeah, one was in the second turn in the combat. But pretty much at the beginning, you did all that damage. You alpha striked, and then you got taken out. So you want to roll yours first?
Sure.
For fun. So left to right, do you care about the order? You don't have any medics or anything?
I don't have any medics or anything.
So first one, he is out for a game, and he has Hatred, I think, or is that the Frenzy one? That is Frenzy, so he'll have Frenzy, and he's out for a game. Next one, he is fine. Next one.
Is that full recovery?
Yeah, full recovery. 4 and 5 is full recovery. 6, you get to level up. Your leader is out for a game and is Frenzine. And your other, is he the new guy?
He is, no, he's one
He's
of the
a newly rangered guy.
He's a newly rangered guy.
Oh, roll again. If you roll 1, 2, or 3, he's dead. He's dead. Just gone. Wow. Ouch. You're down 3 guys. Then we'll do mine. Now I do have a medic still alive on the table. He did not go out of action, so I'll start with my leader, because I'm most worried about what would happen to him. Oh, he levels up. Then I care about this guy next, sure. He hates and loses a game? Yeah, sure, whatever. He'll hate your leader, because I get to choose somebody. And then we got Slippery autogun guy, so if he actually rolls Slippery, nope, he just recovers. I'm okay with that. And then the last blue guy, who's nothing right now, he's, you know, I'll re-roll that, because I got the medic, so why not? Hey, full recovery. So the leader will upgrade plus one other guy that I choose. So I'm going to choose my heavy stubber guy that's already got plus 1 ballistic skill to upgrade again. And my leader gets an upgrade because of the recovery. And you're choosing your sniper again?
Yes.
I guess you don't have a choice.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Yeah, he was the only one. Why don't you roll yours first? So 10 is plus 1 move or initiative. It's for a guy that stands still and has a clip harness.
Awesome. I'll go plus 1 initiative.
Plus 1 initiative, just in case he forgets to... Oh, in case it's first turn, right? And you haven't had a chance to put it on. Roll for my leader. He gets to choose a skill. 5 to 9 is skills. And the other guy is 3. He gets plus 1 toughness or plus 1 wound. Oh. Well, you get pinned either way, even if you have 2 wounds. What do you think? A heavy stubber wielding guy. It's mostly going to be in the back. That's probably plus 1 toughness. But plus 1 wound would be good too. What would
Plus
you...
1 toughness.
Plus 1 toughness?
Yep,
Make
less chance to get wounded, so less chance to get...
You still get pinned though.
Yeah.
Either way you're getting pinned.
I'd still say toughness.
Yeah. That's a hard choice, because the extra wound, yeah, you do wound to me, big deal. But then if you have a multi-wound thing, most likely that's high strength anyway, so who cares about that? You know, I'm just going to roll it. I really don't know, so 4 plus is toughness. I agree, Josh. Toughness. I'm going to choose combat skills for my leader because he already has Frenzy, so I think I'm going to equip him with a bunch of close combat stuff. So 1 and 4, so I have a choice between Combat Master, So if he's in multiple attacks, then he doesn't. There's no negatives to that. Or block during each hand-to-hand, I can choose one of my opponent's attack dice and force him to re-roll it. So that's even better than parry, because I don't actually have to.
Is that dependent on
what they roll? Yeah. So I could roll a 6, you could roll a 6, and I could be like re-roll your 6. I think I'm gonna choose the block.
Yeah.
Because it's not as likely that, although I know my next game is going to be against orcs. But then I could still block in each of those combats too. It still would work in multiple combats, right?
Right.
But then if you charge me with 3 guys, I don't know, that's a hard choice. So once again, I will let the dice decide it. 4+, I will choose block. Block it is! And then we both can spend points to upgrade, but once again, you'll see that in the next set of games where we'll be switching up. It'll be Quirk versus Josh and Steve and me fighting as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. I hope that you enjoyed this. Make sure you go and watch the Vault one. Actually, that's where Steve and Quirk are doing a rescue mission where Steve is bringing his orcs onto that waterboard that you saw last time. And they're going to see if they can rescue it from the Grey Knights. The Grey Knights seem to like to take prisoners, which kind of makes sense, I guess. So go ahead and click the link below and watch that right now. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.